Alrighty, this is TJ from Fat Boys Garden giving you an update on my container tomatoes. And if you look, these plants are so healthy. And I know that what that is, that's all because of the preparation that I did with the dirt. I added in some fish, what was it, bone meal and blood meal, and added a little some 90-day fertilizer. Then I fertilize about once every other week. I'll put in a granulated fertilizer, and then I'll come back and I'll do a liquid fertilizer. And these plants, I tell you, I've never seen such healthy tomato plants that I've been able to grow. And all of these plants here were actually grown from seed. I was a little bit worried about them at first because they weren't really taking off. But boy, when these things took off like crazy. And as I said in previous videos, unfortunately, I did not label what kind of tomatoes I was planting. So I've got one of 4 different varieties here, and I don't have any idea what they are. I planted them and I didn't label them. My bad. But I want you to take a look at these ginormous tomatoes. Look at those things. That's on this one plant. I've got 1, 2, 3 there, and I've got a couple more coming in up at the top up here. Then over here, this is obviously going to be a cherry tomato, and I know that because of that little bitty boy right there. And then there's a couple there, and then up there there's one. So I've got some cherry tomatoes coming on this one. And back here, this was a late bloomer, and I don't remember if I bought this. No, I didn't buy this plant. This was another one that I didn't know what I planted, but it still hasn't got any fruit on it yet. And there's another one behind it. These were the last ones that I planted. I had them out back for a while. Didn't know what I was going to do with them. And then over here, here's another one here, and look at that. Those are hidden in there, and there's one there, and there's some more there, and some more there, and got some more flowers coming in up there. So this one's going to be pretty full. Over here, we got that one, and then we got that one right there that's kind of hidden. That's a pretty big fat one there. There's another one growing there, and got some more over here, and some more buds coming in. We got another plant tucked back there. Not sure what kind of plant that one is. And then I got this one here that's tucked in back here. It still don't have any fruit, but those were the last ones that I planted. These ones in those white buckets back there, that was the last ones that I bought out of the backyard. So they've been out here for a while, and they've really taken off. And then over here, here's another one here. This one's got all kinds of tomatoes on it, and I think this is probably going to be another cherry tomato plant. I'm not sure what kind, but we got that one going, and then we got this one. And just look at all of the tomatoes that's on this plant. I mean, this thing is just got tomatoes everywhere. Over here, here's another one. We got all kinds of fruit on this one. And these things are just really, really, really just growing like crazy. I mean, this one's probably got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 12 tomatoes on it. And then this one over here, I think this is going to be the one called a Beef Master, because these are some pretty big tomatoes here. So I think this might be the Beef Master, because I did plant a Beef Master. I planted a Black Krim. I planted something called a Mortgage Lifter. So I mean, we just got all kinds of tomatoes in here. I think this one here, I think this might be a Black Krim, because I'm looking at the pumpkin top on it. So I think that might be a Black Krim. Well, these 3 over here, they don't get a whole lot of sunlight. So I actually don't have any fruit at all on these. Just a nice, healthy plant. And it's just growing like crazy. I've got that set up on this drip system here. So it gets about a gallon of water every day. I've got it set to water every day, and it's only feeding the roots. It's not feeding the leaves, which also has helped me to keep some nice healthy plants. I started out with some bugs earlier, but praise God, I only got one bug so far, one tomato that had bugs in it. We're gonna take a walk around here to the front where I planted. Now these are the tomatoes that I actually bought, and these actually have fruit growing on them like crazy. This first one here, this is the Lemon Boy, and as you can see, we got some fruit on it. Got quite a few tomatoes on this one, and I kind of did the dirt the same way on that one. Now this one here is my orange blossom. I've already gotten 2 nice big orange tomatoes off of this, and I don't eat tomatoes, but I actually tried that tomato and it was really good. This is the one that had blossom end rot on it. So it looks like when I took those 2 pieces of fruit off, it kind of did away with it. I haven't had any more problems with it, praise God. And over here we have the pineapple heirloom tomato. I've only got, let's see, I think I did see 1 tomato in there. There it is. It's hiding back there. Let's see if we can find it from this side. Where is it at? Oh, there it is, right there. It's hiding back there. But I've only got 1 on that plant, but that's okay. It's still growing. And then over here, let's see, which one is this? I think this is the, oh, this is that Cusaludo Gervais or something like that. Cusaludo Cervais. And this one's starting to get some fruit on it. There's 1 there. There's a couple more there. There's 1 there. So it's got about 4 pieces of fruit on it. Oh, no, there's some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 8 pieces of fruit in there. And then over here we have our Aunt Ruby's German Green. It's tall as heck, but it just has not grown any fruit. It's steady going up. I got a few buds on there, but that's about all I got. And this thing is growing really well. And this is the one that I kept saying I was going to cut down. And I guess it heard me, and it just took off and started growing. Looks like I need to take and put another strap in there, so we can go in there and strap that in, so it'll keep going up. And these are all of my tomatoes that I actually bought, and I finally went to Lowe's and I got some of these masonry, I don't know what they call them. You use it for when you're laying concrete, masonry wire. I've seen a lot of that on the internet, and the good thing about it is it's about 7 feet long, so I can make that ring as big or as wide as I want it to be. And that's really helped those tomatoes, keeping those tomatoes in check. So this is going to be it for my update on my tomatoes, and I'm just really looking forward to these things giving me a lot of good production this year. That's going to be all for now. This is TJ from Fat Boys Garden. See you next time.